You guys recommended me this video like a month ago. I haven't gotten around to watch it. We will watch it today. Okay, apologies. The insane world of VTubers. Also, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe because YouTube doesn't count your view otherwise. Thank you.
Welcome to your Fandom Incident Report, the place where we talk about all things chronically online and discuss incidents within fandoms. Today is a very special episode of Fandom Incidents because we have a theme. There's only two things in this world that I am afraid of. The ocean and little anime girls on Twitch. Hi, my name is Dolly, but you can call me your
Dolly.
favorite chronically online zombie. Let's talk about VTubers today. But before we
That's me!
get started, if you're listening to this while driving, remember to brake for goth girls.
Yes.
I don't know where to start this video, so let's just start at the beginning. So what exactly is a VTuber? I've talked about them before on this channel, but this time, it's not just a single section with jokes that really did not land. A VTuber or a virtual YouTuber is an online entertainer who uses a virtual avatar to portray themselves. Sometimes they play a character, sometimes the model is a representation of the person controlling it.
Yes. Both are true. I'm just me.
There are multiple styles of VTubers, with some people opting for high-tech 3D models, while others use the cheaper alternative of a PNG tuber.
Just wanna add that just 3D doesn't mean it's high tech. Just wanna add that. 3D can be very low tech, actually.
For those of you who have been around a while, you've probably seen me pull out my VTuber once or twice. I drew and rigged this little baddie right here. So when I don't want to show my face on stream, I have a little buddy you guys can drool over instead.
And I think that's totally fine. Like, a lot of streamers do that nowadays, like Saikun and Lily Pichu. They both do that. And no one hates them for that. It's fine. As long as they respect everything else about VTubing too.
Yeah, I did give it boobs when I have none. A girl can dream. When I'm feeling really freaky though, that's when I pull out the foot model.
Yeah, I have the foot model too. Yeah, it exists. Oh my god. Let me go back to my model. Oh my god. I'm not wearing any. God damn it, you got feet for free on this one too. Fuck, it's the wrong model. Either way, back to the React, I guess. I don't know. I regret everything.
People just keep asking me to use this more. But anyway, in the 2010s, the VTuber craze started over in Japan. And according to Wikipedia, because this is YouTube, not Harvard, there were more than 10,000 active VTubers by 2020. Kazuna AI was the first VTuber to break into the mainstream after
Kizuna AI, not AI. Kizuna AI. It was wordplay on AI, to be fair. But Kizuna AI. Grr. Sorry, I love her. I just love Kizuna AI. Hi all, how you doing, Kitsu and shit? Hey, welcome in, Gol!
Her debut in 2016, garnering over 4 million subscribers across 3 channels on YouTube and over 1 million followers on the Chinese app Bilibili. Currently, the biggest VTuber out there is Guargura with almost 5 million subs on YouTube.
I pronounce my name Gura.
Was this before or after Gura graduation? It was 2 months ago. When did Gura graduate? Before? Okay.
A lot of you guys probably pronounce it
But
Gargura.
Baboto. Editors note, Dolly literally sounded out her name right, then proceeded to fuck it up for the rest of the— Unlucky. She's stupid and she knows it.
There is this phenomena that happens with niche communities that people don't understand. And like furries, VTubers fall onto what I call the line of misunderstanding. Let's have a quick zombie vote.
Yeah, absolutely, bro. I had that one comment. I did post that one, I think, on Twitter. Oh, here, I found it. I found the chat. So you cater to men's mental health, but you also have a VTuber channel. Girlfriend simulation, that's what he said. He said having a VTuber channel is a girlfriend simulation. Damn, I didn't know I'm girlfriend simulating right now. Damn. Yeah. Damn. Either way.
vocab lesson. So if you're an avid watcher, then you'll know what I mean when I say a fandom incident. We can define a fandom incident as an action or post that has set the standard for the level of perceived degeneracy that takes place within a fandom. But let's add another term in there. What exactly is the line of misunderstanding? Let's break it down real quick. I'll use furries as the example here because it's a widely known niche community. You either know a lot about furries or you're normal and just know that it's people in animal costumes and that's about it. Because of the lack of knowledge surrounding.
Did you just yell? Was that yell in the video?
You're normal and just know that it's people in animal costumes and that's
Oh yeah, okay, it was a, oh my god. Okay, that was
about it. Because of the lack of knowledge surrounding a community from a general population, paired with fandom incidents that go widely viral, it creates this misunderstanding of a community as a whole. The line of misunderstanding can be defined as a general idea or belief that a community is worse than it actually is due to stereotypes, media, or fandom incidents that make a niche community fall onto a controversial line between understanding and misunderstanding where general population doesn't want to associate.
Yeah, like the JoJo fandom. And the Rick and Morty fandom. And the Deltarune fandom. And the One Piece fandom. The Boruto fandom. There's many such cases! My Hero Academia fandom. Chainsaw Man fandom. Many such cases! The Kitsunero fandom, the worst of them all.
Long story short, if you aren't a furry, and all you see about furries is that they f animals, you're not gonna want to learn more about furries. And you're not gonna see that 99% of them are normal and don't f animals. But
yeah, I got nothing against furries, by the way. Like, nothing. As long as they are behaving normal and not shoving their stuff upon others, I don't really have anything against anyone, really. You know? I've always said live and let live, right?
back to VTubers. What's up with them? Well, VTubers have their own online culture since it's the place that they're able to come to life. And with it being pretty much an online thing, they've had to get creative. So here are a few of the things you should know about VTuber culture before we get into our incidents today. First on the list is debuts. This is an extremely important part of VTuber culture. If not, one of the biggest moments of your career as a VTuber. A debut is when a VTuber introduces themselves to the world. It doesn't matter how big or how small you are. If you're debuting, people are gonna watch. During your debut, you have a chance to show off your model and show off all the special emotes, poses, outfits, and everything else that went into making your model.
Yeah. So far, personally, I only ever had, like, small debuts. I haven't really done much with it. Like, watching the most recent Shalili debut really made me wanna, like, put more effort into it. I don't know. I felt... What's the word? I just wanted to do it. It seems really fun. So yeah, I'm putting more effort into it. You're getting more stuff. You're getting more emotes. You're getting a lot of stuff with the debut, whenever mine happens. Whenever my model mama responds to me. By the way, model mama is just the person that draws the model.
May the coolest model win. But that's not all. A debut is a very special stream because you're not just showing off your new look, but because this is your chance to show everybody exactly who you are and what you can do. A VTuber debut is not only a mogging competition, but an aura check as well. Old
I like that.
Yeller me if I ever say that again. But your debut is your time to tease up and coming content, show off your talents, and outglam everybody else.
Also, you shouldn't debut unless you already have, like, an established audience beforehand, because unless you're corporate, no one will care about your debut. If you are a smaller streamer and haven't ever streamed before, you don't need to debut. Just stream. You can debut later.
Some people play games, others perform and sing, some DJ, others show off stand-up skills, watch movies, anything. It's all on you to stand out. I never had an official VTuber debut because my model is still a work in progress. I've been too busy to finish it if I've been honest, and good lord, does she need some work. But I also stream with my face sometimes, and that can be a big no-no amongst VTubers, I've learned. Speaking of face.
That's a big no-no among unicorns. Not VTubers. Unicorns are those purest fans. That's the only people that really care about it. If you want to show your face, you can. If you don't want to show your face, you don't have to.
Let's talk about the art styles in VTubing. Because VTubing originated in Japan, the main style you're gonna see in the VTuber community is an anime or manga style. These are the most common of the art styles and typically the most popular. But VTubers aren't limited by art style nearly as much anymore, with people branching out and having a wide range of looks. If the anime style just isn't for you, you should check out people like Miss Lala, Psychic Refugee, or Fairy.
Absolutely, like Miss Lala is one of the best examples here.
You should check out people like Miss Law.
Like, she has a 3D model and it's just like this. It's like, what do you call this style? It's more like cartoonish, more like Pixar-ish, right? Yeah. By the way, she looks like her model looks like she does IRL. Like, she literally just looks like this.
Psychic Refugee, or Fairy Sammy, all great creators who have super unique looks. But VTuber designs are a huge range because you can literally do anything with it. There's different types and themes that I've noticed are more popular than others, but the most common type I've seen is anime girls with some sort of animal motif. Take Guargura for an example.
Anime girl with animal motif? Couldn't be me. Could not be me. No.
Example. This is a shark girl. Shy Lily, that's an orca girl. Here's a bunch of hollow.
Listen, she's an orcat, okay? She's a mixture of an orca and a cat. Gosh.
Live VTubers that fall under the category of hamster. Wait. What's HoloLive? Alright, the last thing I'm gonna cover before we start our incidents is VTuber agencies, because it will be relevant for today. A VTuber agency is an organization that specializes in representing or managing VTubers. The job of an agency is to help promote VTubers, manage brand deals.
Oh god, this was before the VJojo incident, wasn't it? 2 months ago. Yeah, VJojo incident was last month.
Events, marketing, merchandise, licensing, and even help
Oh,
with the
boy.
VTubers set up for making content, in exchange for some of that sweet revenue. According to Reddit, the most reliable source on the internet, some agencies take up to 50% of the VTuber's profit.
With Nichi Sanji taking, what was it, 99% of the merch profit?
So, if any VTubers out there want to comment about their experience in the comments down
28,
below
okay.
about their agency experience, good or bad, I'm nosy and would love to hear it. But the main goal of an agency is to help you make money so they can make more money. Some agencies hold more weight than others, with HoloLive being the biggest, if not the most recognizable VTuber agency out there. When idols or talent decide to leave the agency or their contract expires, this is called graduating. But a graduation sometimes signals the end of a VTuber's career as that character.
By the way, I don't know if she's gonna mention it, but just wanted to shout that in graduating comes from idol culture, because idols would graduate, and in Japan, VTubers were heavily leaned onto idols, so yeah. By the way, it's a thing from idol culture because idols would usually graduate during like their high school, like once they like graduate high school, and usually that's when they stop being idols too, like during that age. So yeah, that's where it comes from.
And some VTubers will change to a different character. That's not always the case though. Sometimes they just leave the company on good terms. But a wise man named Ludwig once asked the question, where do VTubers go when they graduate? And
No, Ludwig! Oh boy! Oh boy!
my answer for this is that they go to that big digital farm upstate where they can run around in the grass and go and be free. Let's talk about the insane world of VTuber incidents. I'm not even sure where to start here. I will say though—
oh boy! And we had quite a few ones after this video came out.
After researching on this for a couple days, there is a pattern of people making documents on other people. A lot of drama is told through Google Docs. Seeing
Yeah, because they took away TwitLonger, I guess.
some of this drama is someone who isn't really actually a VTuber. I feel like a lot of the issues in the community could be solved with just a proper conversation and some therapy.
True, 100% true. A lot of the things that come out in the Google Docs is literally just private shit, which is just like friends, like falling out. It's like, just talk to each other, or stop talking together. Stop ruining each other's lives. We don't care. It's a you issue, not an us issue.
VTubers love drama. There's not as many incidents as there are just vicious exchanges between people. I just want to say, before I start opening my big yapper and start talking about VTubers, at the start of this video, I mentioned I was afraid of two things: the ocean and little anime girls on Twitch. I would rather piss off every single has-been hotel fan out there.
Yo, that's strong. Bro, that's a strong statement. Either way, before she gets into it too, I want to say I think there's so much more drama in the VTubing scene because people have like that extra step of privacy and anonymity. They're being more anonymous because they're already like hiding behind the mask, you know? So I feel like people are more comfortable, like even more comfortable talking shit. Anonymity. Yes, you spelled it right, but pronounce it wrong. Anonymity? Doesn't matter.
Then make a VTuber with some clout mad. The level of petty that these little animated motherfuckers can reach would make Regina George shit in her hot pink thong. I would like to make it very clear. If I make a negative joke or have a criticism about another creator today, I genuinely hold no malice towards the creator. I am using them for clout myself here. I have no beef with you, little anime girl.
Cinder already happened by this time, right? She'll probably mention Cinder.
Thank you for entertaining. Today, I am not going to be covering drama, because I feel like an
never
incident
mind.
and drama are two different things. And
Never
with
mind.
drama, it's a lot less straightforward. And knowing myself, I'm gonna get something wrong, and then I'm gonna get sniped by a cat girl. But let's start with something a little bit lighter than getting executed on the spot by a weeb. There's a clip of a VTuber that has gone around for a while that just continues to haunt my feed. Let's roll it, shall we?
Alright. Not this clip, bro. I'm gonna say this clip is so cringe. It is so cringe. Like, everything that came out of this clip is so fucking cringe. Oh my god.
A lot of people know this clip, but let's talk about the story behind it. So on July 1st of 2023, at the Cosplay Arts Festival in Thailand, a VTuber named DiCapo, the most popular member of the VTuber agency Algorithm Project, had a pre-recorded performance that went massively viral. People memed this shit nearly to death. I was laughing at it. People were freaking out over the fact that people paid hundreds of dollars to see this. They
paid hundreds of dollars to enter the event, not this concert specifically.
Paid money to see
and
a guy reveal his big ass forehead to the world.
I must say, he does look good, okay? This is a good drawing, he does look good, but goddamn fangirls, man.
Unfortunately, though, I just lied to all of you. That isn't the truth. Poor DiCapo got caught on the line of misunderstanding when this video spread to a mainstream audience, with one of the most notable misconceptions being the extreme prices for a virtual concert.
So wasn't it like 95 for the entire event, which wasn't just a concert?
The online rumor was people were paying hundreds of dollars to go see this VTuber concert, and people were saying it was around the price of $300. So I can guess people got the price of around 300 USD from mistranslating or misunderstanding that money has different value everywhere. The performance was held at a cosplay arts festival in Thailand. Currently, $1
was a cosplay arts festival. There you go.
Equals nearly 33 Thai baht. At the time of filming this, it won't let me go onto the actual website for the arts festival for some reason. But according to Yahoo, Cosplay Arts Festival charged 300 Thai baht to enter, which is $9.
It wasn't 90, it was 9. Oh my god, I remember the 9, I guess. It was $9.
And 20 cents here in the US.
Jesus,
Y'all are making fun of
it's
people
nothing.
for seeing this for $9.20. Listen, you can't make fun of that if you've ever bought a concert ticket for a pop star here in the US. Have you seen some of the prices these divas put out?
Oh my god, right? Concerts are so fucking expensive for like none. Mainly because of fucking scalpers, man. Fuck scalpers. Ugh, I hate scalpers.
At the arena for the concerts here literally cost more than the entire entry fee for a arts festival in Thailand. I don't care what anyone has to say. For $9.20, if this was near me, you bet your ass me and my friends would be up there. Beer, each hand, front row. I would be up there cheering on this wannabe shonen star. Look at his design and tell me this motherfucker is not a fiend for Demon Slayer. If people
She's right.
Don't scream like the horde of teenage girls in this video when my big ass forehead gets revealed one day. I'm quitting YouTube. I'm packing it up. The grease on my forehead is bright enough to lighten up a whole room. I actually keep the bangs here for your safety. The only screaming that's gonna happen is when I burn your retinas out with my big chrome dome over here. But I've yapped enough about that. I want to quickly retouch on another VTubing incident that I talked about in a previous video. Because the story is like a car crash you just can't look away from. Riro Ron was a VTuber who was known for being super silly and quirky and singing. She's adorable, isn't she? She's so cute. You just wanna pinch her cheeks.
Is that the one I'm thinking of? Oh my god. I've definitely seen her. Which one was that? Was that the one that had relationships with her manager? And like the Mets was talking about the Mets. Was that the one? Might be misremembering.
She's so cute.
Yeah.
This is a criminal. You know, I used to think that canceling creators worked until I learned the story of a bitch so resilient the streets called her cockroach. Nobody calls her that. But you know how people say cockroaches can survive a nuclear fallout? I feel like this is genuinely the perfect metaphor for this. That actually sounds so mean. You'll see what I mean. You'll see what I mean. So remember how we were talking about VTuber agencies before? So there was this VTuber named Kirasu, and when she signed with Idol Corp, she became Riro Ron, the criminal I just showed you. So on November 28th of 2023, Riro Ron was fired from Idol Corp. And of course, Idol Corp posted on Twitter about her departure via a fucking Google Doc. What did I tell you? VTubers love a Google Doc for some reason. But anyway.
Wait. The fucking company posted a doc? Oh my god.
Idol Corp listed some reasons as to why Riro Ron was terminated. And people, being nosy as always, were like, girl, what does this info mean? What do you mean? So let me tell you about what was posted, and then let's talk about what happened. We would like to inform you that as of November 28th, 2023, we have terminated our contract with Idol Star Project talent Riro Ron. Regarding the actions of Riro Ron that led to this termination, it has been discovered through an internal investigation that Riro Ron violated her contract and engaged in activities both dangerous and harmful to her own well-being as well as to the
That was about, like, taking meds on stream, I think.
company. Through our investigation, we were able to confirm that Riro Ron violated her contract in the following ways.
Oh boy.
Misuse of controlled substances during live stream performances, soliciting fans during live stream members' content for private offline meetings, meeting with a fan in person and accepting gifts from said fan in the total value of thousands of dollars.
Oh,
conducting a
geez.
secret relationship with a member of the Idol Corp management team who
Yeah.
has also been terminated upon confirmation of these
manager,
details. Bit of a crazy list, right? So let's just go through it in order, shall we? Misuse
Apparently it wasn't as bad as they made it out to be, because obviously the Idol Corp is gonna paint themselves in the best light possible, right?
of controlled substances during live stream performances. Riro Ron had a reoccurring bit on her streams where she would take pills that make her very sleepy loopy. And sometimes you could
It was just melatonin pills, I
pay
think.
her to take them. Like on a specific stream we'll talk about in a minute. She called these her silly pills. And real quick, I want to make a correction to the last time I talked about this. I thought that I had the type of pill she was taking right. But now re-looking at this, I've seen at least 3 or 4 different types of sleeping pills people claim she has used in my comments and on different online forums. And I'm gonna
Yeah, it
be
was just
real,
sleeping
I don't
pills.
think we know much more than it was a sleeping pill. I could be wrong, again, I often am. It is hard to find reliable information on incidents sometimes. But moving on. Soliciting fans during live stream members' content for private offline meetings. Oh boy, this is where it gets fun. Riro Ron did a private kind of members only stream in which she detailed that she was gonna start a harem with her fans. Even going so far as to have a detailed list of rules. You can pause to read this since I already covered it in another.
No minors, love the Riro, don't get jealous, but Riro can get jealous, don't make her jealous. Riro is mina no aidoru for my Stardusts. Be respectful and tactile with Riro. Riro chooses if some wish to come true or do something mod instead. You must be familiar with not Riro. This harem project and what happens in there is top secret. Do not talk with other people or other Stardusts about your trip and experiences. Perks, the possibility to meet up with not Riro and more. Oh boy. Oh boy, that sure is something. Oh god.
Other video. Holy shit, you mean to tell me someone who looks and talks like this
I finished the banana. Yes, I finished the banana.
Had one of the
Okay.
biggest actual scandals in the VTuber scene. It's crazy that there's people out there who folded for a bitch that looks like a labubu. But yeah, she made a detailed list for this. She was
Oh my god, bro! The disrespect! Jesus!
determined to make that harem. Meeting with a fan in person and accepting gifts from said fan in the total value of thousands of dollars. Listen, some of you are not gonna like this when I say this is low-key based. No, don't click off the video. Don't click off the video. Listen. I support women's rights. Sometimes you gotta support a women's wrong as well.
That pause. I support women's rights. Sometimes.
Got the bag there, she did. And you know what? I don't want to see anybody in my comments acting high and mighty. I guarantee a lot of you would do it too for a check. Especially if it was just someone giving you free gifts. In exchange for doing nothing, conducting a secret relationship with a member of the idol management team.
Who has also been terminated upon confirmation of these details.
Unlucky.
Allegedly, she was fooling around with a talent manager on the side. So, to make a long story even shorter, she basically bounced right back from this and genuinely handled it like a champ. She's still making content out there as Kirasu again, being met with even more love than before. This entire scandal just basically cemented
Made her
her
bigger.
career and an audience. Also,
Yeah, lots of times when someone graduates, they just get a bigger audience. Most of the times, right? Like, when someone is terminated for mostly unfairly reasons.
so the last thing I'm gonna mention before we move on here, is this tweet. It makes me giggle every time.
Wait, what
Mention
did
before we
that
move
say?
on here.
Me after I'm not gonna read that out. I am not gonna read that out. Oh my god. Either way, I think Kyorasu collab with, was it Fillion? No, someone else maybe. But she collab with a big name. If she wants a harem, I think that's whatever. As long as no one gets hurt and as long as she doesn't get, like, too parasocial with her viewers, right? Then I don't think it's a problem. The relationship with the manager? I don't know. I don't care. As long as she didn't get any, like, work benefits from that, I don't think it matters. It was sleep pills that she was taking. I think it's dumb that people could donate for her to take sleeping pills. Shouldn't do that. But it was just sleeping pills. So I think the entire thing that happened was just bigger than it should have been.
Is this tweet. It makes me giggle every time because why the fuck would you post that? This next one is a bit of a cautionary tale about stalking. Be safe out there, guys.
Stalking?
Sometimes you won't
This is the Camila one?
notice you're being stalked until it's too late. So stay vigilant, and if you think you're getting stalked, tell someone about it. It doesn't matter if you seem crazy. Let everyone who cares about you know at very least. This is one of those situations where it truly is better to be safe than be sorry. So Camila is an English-speaking
Camila.
VTuber who
Oh,
describes
boy.
herself as
I wonder if she's gonna play the clip, bro. The sound clip of it is so haunting.
a silly clown girl. She made her debut in 2022 after streaming for about 2 years and has gotten pretty massive on the VTuber scene.
Yeah,
Side
and
note,
she's
I
really
think her
sweet.
VTuber design is really cute. Camila attended a convention in 2024 to meet up with fans. VTubers do this very frequently, either going as
Yeah.
their virtual avatar on a screen, or more commonly they'll go wearing just a mask or some sort of disguise or even a cosplay of their own character. So Camila
I must
wearing just a
say,
mask or some sort of disguise or even a
for what Cinder was, like, looking away from the things she did, right? I think she pulled her own cosplay off so well. Like, 100%, she pulled it off, man. And KoAlan sends me saying her booba, yeah, are as big as her models. She was a pretty good cosplayer, she was, yeah. For what she was alright. Just some of the things she did were just really shitty.
cosplay of their own character. So Camila met up with her fans and she got a lot of gifts from fans. Everything was going great. The convention ended and Camila headed back home.
Is it wrong to think Cinder can come back but has to work hard to make up? I don't think that's bad at all. I hope she comes back and I hope she improves herself. herself. No, I really hope that she does come back. I wish for her to come back. Obviously, there's going to be trust issues and anything involved, but I hope she's improving herself and, like, learned from her mistakes and takes accountability. You know? I won't be able to forgive her. That's fine. You don't have to. You don't have to forgive her. That's absolutely fine, too. And she can come back. It's not like she Minecrafted someone. Yeah, exactly. And for what it matters, she did really like her community, I think. I do think she really did like her community. Hot take, as a character, I loved Cinder as a person when it came out. I hope she's doing better. Yeah, I hope she's doing better, too. Yeah. Either way, moving on.
Seeing all of the wonderful gifts she got with her. Everything seemed perfectly normal. Until a few days after she returned home, this happened.
Look at her little, like...
Yeah.
What the fuck was that?
Bro. What you just heard was a sledgehammer on her garage door.
Now, unfortunately, you can't see what's going on because VTuber, but what you just heard was someone breaking into Camilla's house with a sledgehammer. Breaking into someone's house is obviously
I don't think he
insane.
got inside. I don't think he got inside. He just, like, was hitting the door.
But I can't even imagine if somebody
Where's she now? She did
broke
move.
into my house with a sledgehammer looking for me. I'd shit my pants. I'd shit my pants and die right there. Anyways, you're probably like, how's this connected, right? Well, after this, the stream ends pretty quickly, and Camila went silent for a few days, and she put out a shocking tweet. Make sure you guys are checking convention gifts for tracking devices. A little bit ominous, but I'm sure we can all connect the dots here. Basically,
Yeah.
Camila met
Yeah.
this batshit crazy fan at the convention, and he put a tracking device in the gift he gave her. He waited for her to go home, found out where she lived, and then broke into her house with a sledgehammer. I cannot imagine the fear that she must have felt.
Yeah, and when the police came, he constantly said, "It's okay, she's my friend, it's okay." You don't break into your friend's house with a sledgehammer either! What do you mean it's okay, she's your friend? That wouldn't make it okay! It wouldn't! I do? What is wrong with you? She moved, right? Yeah, she did.
Camila later went on to a live stream from a different location, where she was able to give out more information on the story. Lucky for her, she had been very prepared for a situation like this. And when she heard the stalker attempting to break
Yeah, she has a panic button, and I think she does own a gun.
in, she was able to press a panic button under her desk, which notified the cops, and then she went to go hide with her mother. Fortunately, the cops did get there on time, and the guy was arrested. And thankfully, there was no harm to Camila or her family. So the most ironic
Apart from the emotional one, of course.
probably crazier part of this stream was not her telling the story of the stalker, but while she was doing this stream and telling everyone, hey guys, you know, be careful, be a lot more wary, be very private about your personal information, her phone started reading her address out loud, unprompted. Roll the tape.
It's very worth it. What is my iPhone? Why did my iPhone just try to read out my location?
This
What
is
the
insane.
fuck?
Camila, girl, I'm so sorry.
What the fuck, Siri? Bro! What the fuck? Even Siri's parasocial. What the fuck, Siri?
I'm honestly not even sure how this happens. Everybody who has an iPhone knows that Siri will sometimes just kick in and
Yeah, whenever I call for Kitty, Siri activates. Siri thinks I'm calling Siri Kitty. I don't know why. I don't know.
start yelling at you for no reason. But I've never had it once read my address out loud unprompted, thankfully. Moving forward, Camila is now in a position, unfortunately, where she can't accept gifts from fans, or even do fan meetups out of fear for her own safety. It's such a
Man.
sad case of one bad egg ruining the whole bunch for everybody else,
Yep.
you know?
It's always one person ruining it for everyone else. It's really sad, man. It is really, really sad. Like, I remember how sad she was about, like, having to do this because she loved doing fan meetups. She loves her fans.
Genuinely hope Camila is able to move on from this and feel safe again. That is a horrifying thing to live through. Godspeed and God bless, girl. Hanabasami Kio is a Japanese VTuber signed with React. She
Yeah, I don't think I know about
is
her.
pretty known as a highly respected musical artist in the industry. But unfortunately, as we've seen before, good things don't always get to happen to good people. And on April 30th of 2024, React put out a statement regarding a bomb threat towards Kyo's concert. The other day, our company's mail address received death threats.
Thanks, ad blocker! COD? I don't have the ad blocker active on here. As you can see, I have premium. Okay? I have my ad blocker deactivated on YouTube.
Respected musical artist in the industry. But unfortunately, as we've seen before, good things don't always get to happen to good people. And on April 30th of 2024, React put out a statement regarding a bomb threat towards Kyo's concert. The other day, our company's mail address received death threats and bomb threats with relation to Kio Hanabasami's fourth one-man live. At the present moment, we are cooperating with the police and exercising caution with regards to the perpetrator. We are proceeding to strengthen the security at the venue and lodge a criminal complaint. With regards to the safety of the audience, securing your safety should be your first preference. In case you do find a suspicious person, please evacuate safely without coming into contact with the person and contact the staff after you have gotten to safety. Yep. Basically, if you don't want to come, you don't have to come. If you don't want to go, you're gonna get a refund. With regards to the anonymous statements containing the death threats and bomb threats, we are closely examining it and will investigate and deal with it. And oh my god, I'm reading through this statement and it's still not done. We kindly request your understanding and cooperation. Thankfully, things did go as planned and nobody was harmed at this concert. Let's be so for real for a second. A bomb threat at a VTuber concert. What kind of level of loser do you have to be to do that? And the fact that the death threats and bomb threats are plural? Get it together, basement dweller. Unfortunately, this is kind of a common thing that happens at performances, whether it's a content creator or a real celebrity. I don't know why there were death threats and bomb threats given in this situation. I genuinely have
someone must just really not like her, man.
struggled to find any information past just what I showed you, and especially information I can translate or read. When looking at people's comments on Reddit, it seemed like people were upset about some internal drama and changes at the company, as well as talent changes. Still a strange reason to call in with a bomb threat.
Yep.
Hello?
You have 3 days to restore my favorite lolicon to her former glory, or else.
Okay. Alright. Forget the bad and the sad for a second. Let's talk about something I personally think is really funny. Have you ever been to a baseball game and thought, damn, this would be a lot more fun if my favorite waifu was here? Well, on July 5th, 2024, some baseball-loving nerd's dream came true. The Dodgers and HoloLive collabed for Hollow Knight Live at the Dodgers Stadium. Absolutely insane they pulled it off. The night featured the creators Guargura, Susei Hashimachi, and Pekora Usuda. They sold baseball jerseys, baseball cards, and lots of other HoloLive merch. Nobody expected that the HoloLive fans would show up and show out. The line for the HoloLive merch booth wrapping around the entire stadium. A bunch of people didn't even make it to the booth. They should have added more booths with merch. Simple fix, dog. But even with the crazy merch lines, reportedly, the night was a lot of fun. With people showing up in cosplay, the HoloLive girls hyping up the crowds, and Guargura even singing "Take Me Out to the Ball Game."
Very adorable. Yeah, now she's gone. And the Dodgers lost the last game that they had, I remember. I think, if I remember correctly. RIP, no more Gura, good luck.
What the hell even is a Cracker Jack? I don't know, I don't care. If the little anime girl is selling it, I'm sold. This is so funny to me because imagine, you're some old guy, right? You've done 2 tours of Nam. Life hasn't been kind to you, and you find solace in the never-changing sport of baseball. And all of a sudden, there's this little anime girl just yelling at you to get up and dance. I would be so confused and, honest to God, a little scared. It's like seeing a new
apparently they all loved it, though.
Species of humans right in front of you. What do you mean that's a celebrity? Is that what the kids are doing now these days? boys, they sit around and they worship the little anime girl. Yeah, Papa, it's something like that. Y'all are gonna give Grandpa a stroke. But that's all I have for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this. It was hard to find things for this video that weren't just people arguing over various things.
Yeah, boy.
You know, someone just being a dick. I think VTubing as a concept is just so fun and silly and whimsical and magical.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, I think it's really cool because people are just so creative with it. With that
Yeah.
being said, I'll see you next week. Bye! I'm DZ. Remember to break for goth girls.
I like this. It was a good video. I liked it. Very nice. Give it a like. I'll sub to her too. Very fun. Very nice video. Any clappies in the chat? Clappies in the chat. Clappy in the chat. Clappy in the chat. Clappy. Clappy. God damn it, chat. You need to stop ruining the clappy combos. God damn it.